Minasan konnichiwa, Patrick here. Welcome to the Music Corner, and today we're going to talk about a sensitive topic, which is perfect pitch. Perfect pitch is when your ears work a bit differently from normal people, and you're able to pick out a lot of frequencies more easily. Like you can distinguish between a lot of frequencies to a much higher degree than a person without perfect pitch would be able to. Now, to answer some quick questions here. First of all, can you develop perfect pitch later in life? No. Perfect pitch is something that you can only learn as a very young child, around the age of 1. Very few people are able to do that. But you can, at a later point in life, study a lot, do a lot of practice, and you can get a relative pitch, which is what you have when you don't have a perfect pitch. You can get a relative pitch that is at a level so high that to another person with relative pitch, you may come off as someone who has perfect pitch. Now, how does perfect pitch work? Because it's kind of hard to visualize if you don't have it yourself. So picture this. Have you ever looked at comparisons between normal colors and how colorblind people see, people with deuteranopia or tritanopia? If you're a person with normal eyesight, if you compare how you see a picture to how they see a picture with these filters that you can see online, you'll be able to find a lot of objects with 2 or more different colors that you can clearly distinguish, while their photoreceptors physically cannot. And that's kind of similar to how someone with perfect pitch or with really good relative pitch hears sounds. And this is especially useful for musicians, especially trained musicians, where not only can you hear exactly what note is being played, but you also have the musical knowledge to extrapolate from that in your playing or compositions. So the big question here is, do I have perfect pitch? And the sad answer to that is no. I really wish I did, but I don't. On the other hand, I have really good relative pitch. So very often, if someone plays a song, I'll immediately be like, A minor, that's A minor, I swear it's A minor, check it's A minor. But also because I'm a trained musician, I might be like, oh yeah, that song is in C minor, but that was an A. Oh, they're going for that kind of Dorian vibe, huh? But anyways, having a strong relative pitch is cool. It's something you can brag about at parties and stuff. One of my friends, who is also a really skilled musician, he's the one that worked with me on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Opening 7 Great Days, which just recently passed 100,000 views. That's just insane. He and I, usually when we hang out, always just go to his piano or my piano or whatever, and we're like, which chord am I playing now? And we're just having a lot of fun with that, just to test each other, test ourselves. We are definitely not weird or anything. Did you also know that there are a lot of websites where you can test your hearing skills? You can see how close you are to a perfect pitch, or kind of like how good your relative pitch is. And I thought we could take a look at that. I thought we could really test me, see how crappy my relative pitch actually is. Let's do that. So we're going to try this one first. It's on tonedear.com. It says, in this exercise, you'll hear a single note. Your goal is to identify the name of the note. For the best results, practice a little bit every day. Let's try the simple one first, just C, D, E. This might be a bit too easy. I'm gonna try 10 questions of these to see how it goes. Okay, let's try this. That's a C. And that was the easy one, so obviously 10 out of 10 is not a surprise in this case. Let's try another one. This time let's do advanced 10 questions. Let's see if we can do that. Guys, the quiz is not even trying at this point. What's going on? You gotta test me harder than this. Yeah, we're skipping all the way to chromatic all notes. That's the highest level we can go. Okay, let's do 10 questions. Chromatic. All notes. We can do this. First question. It is confirmed, I don't have perfect pitch, but I want to show you guys another test here, which I think is a bit more interesting. It's an adaptive pitch test, and supposedly it can accurately measure your pitch perception abilities. The way it works is that you click a button and it plays two notes. First it plays one note, and the other note is going to be either higher or lower. And in the beginning, it's going to be way higher or way lower, so it's really easy to pick out if it's higher or lower. And the further you progress, the smaller the interval between those notes become until they're very, very small, and basically only people with really, really, really good relative pitch or perfect pitch can pick them apart. So let's take a look at that. Let's try that. Here's a test from Tonometry.com. It requires Adobe Flash Player. Don't ask me why. So let's try the test. Lower. Lower again. Lower. Lower. So you can see here now it's like pitch difference 3 hertz. That's very minuscule. I'm bad. Now the pitch difference is 1.5 hertz. Zero 0.5 hertz. 0.375 hertz. Zero 0.1875 hertz. Oh, I can't do that. That's too hard for me. Hello? 0.09375 hertz? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, we're going all the way back up now. And before you get the results, you gotta answer some anonymous survey. I've had 3 years of musical training. I am Caucasian. I am male. And I am 22 to 29 years old. Continue. At 500 Hz, you can reliably differentiate two tones 0.4124 Hz apart. So you can basically see here, this is the number that matters here, 0.4125. So if this number is higher than 16, it means you're deaf. Less than 6 is normal. Less than 1.5 is very good. And less than 0.75 is an exceptional ear. And mine is 0.4. So there you go. I don't have perfect pitch, but I have a pretty good relative pitch, which definitely helps me a lot when I make music, when I do these covers I do on YouTube, when I make my own original songs. There are, of course, bad sides as well. Because of all my musical training, I do notice a few things in my life that bothers me. Like, nowadays, I very rarely just put on some music if I want to chill. If I put on some music, I'll just instantly be like 140 BPM, B flat minor, Phrygian scale actually, not minor. And like, I can't focus, I can't chill. A really relaxing, chill environment for me has no music. Or another thing that's sometimes kind of funny is sometimes when people talk to me, they'll just say something, but I didn't really notice what they said, the actual words, because I just focus more on the pitch of their voice. Like sometimes when my wife talks to me, she'll say something like, "Hey, you hungry?" And I'm like, "Na na na na, na 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 na," and she's like, "Hello?" But generally it's really fun. I definitely wouldn't trade this away for anything in the world. But that's it for the video. If you got any questions about music, feel free to write to me in the comments here or on Twitter. I also got a Facebook fan page now that you can follow. Write to me in any of those. Either I'll just reply to you, or if the question's very broad, I might make a video about that. And that's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also support the channel on Patreon. As I am not currently monetized on YouTube, I need at least 1,000 subscribers. And we're getting there. We're about 900 and something right now. I also stream music production on Twitch. Link in the description. You can come hang out in the chat. We can discuss topics. And generally just have a good time and enjoy the music together. And I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne!